A name that's both new and familiar.
I thought Member 4, Pokakakamon, had gotten rid of most of the society.
You're back!
Of course! This is a summit between...
It's a special time. All departments. Madame Ron May doesn't like fanfare and probably wouldn't appreciate a crowd.
I took her to see the portraits of the society members a few days ago. I wanted to have the I don't get it. Whatever.
I heard Miss Ron May likes snacks and pastries, so I asked the researchers to prepare some...
Of course! Go find her yourself. She borrowed the phase flame to do some research as soon as she...
Miss Ron May is the very image of a scholar. I heard.
She just wanted somewhere uninhabited to experiment with her life spirals. Anyway, what more needs to be said for someone smart enough to become Herda's...
I'm not sure, but she doesn't seem to get around much.
There's someone next to the railway platform. Could she be...
I have a feeling we're on the right track.
I'll check the data when I get back.
Hello. I hope I didn't startle you. This is a work habit of mine. Using touch to open my senses and letting the such is the basis of deconstruction and reconstruction. Do not be concerned. You are very healthy. In fact, impeccably so. Oh, really? I expect the views here had me lost in thought. I don't usually go in and out of the space station, and only discovered today that it was blessed with such calm, open views. It is a wonderful fit for the sweet fragrance of lotus leaves, plum blossoms, sticky rice, and frosting. Come here. Look. The blue planet is directly below us. It is so full of life. This dessert is very delicious. Here, take half. Delicious desserts remind people of how flowers look when they bloom. Ingest this dessert. I hope you like it too. So, what do you think? I can certainly prepare more for you. It's become somewhat of a tradition to bring strawberry pastries when... an outstanding dessert. 10 grams of cubed sugar, 1 dried and salt-preserved plum blossom. Unfortunately, there are still too many people in the space station. The clamor is not fitting for desserts. By the way, do you remember what my research is about?
No. My research area is short stories about toilets. What's going on? What am I...
I see. But remember, the next time something like this happens, it's crucial to mask your expression until you've ascertained. You'll be full of weaknesses that others can see through. Let's try again. Now.
The dessert was tasty. I would like more. Why can't I say what I want?
You have quite the appetite. Come and have a walk with me. A stroll is the most appropriate. As the masses depart, there's an enveloping calm here. Just like in the no man's land I've ventured to in the past. Can you imagine a completely lifeless world? From there, you can glimpse the stars that lie at the very edge of the horizon. Following its celestial trajectory, the Great Teal Star illuminates an endless sea of white across both the sky and land. My mother and I navigated calm glaciers, looking for signs of life on that world, and encountered many bizarre phenomena. It was like finding the single correct piece in a mountain of jigsaw pieces. The process was convoluted and unimaginably difficult. But my apologies. It appears my words have left you perplexed. Please, don't. A few days ago, I made my interest in you known to Herta. My intention is for you to serve as an assistant. I find extending trust beyond myself is challenging. Therefore, I added anti-truth serum to this dessert. It will not harm you. However, you will be unable to say what you truly think when answering. Treat it as a layer of protection. This will shield my research, and I can also reward you as compensation for being my assistant. Then I'll grant you even greater rewards. When I first arrived on the space station, a surge of creativity led me to explore the cult of... In my imagination, these life forms would be a new variety. I don't know where it went wrong. They possess their own... Moreover, my free-range approach seems to have backfired. I do not wish for Herta or Asta to be involved in this. I do trust you. This has nothing to do with them. Besides, the researchers are still treating these entities as visitors. I want to steer clear of making my presence known. I entrust this to you. Once the little life forms are collected, simply find a proper place for them.
Wonder if I'll discover any rare swords.
What? A place for the space station? Why would anyone want to know that? I'm not doing any private business on the space station. I have absolutely... I'm not hiding anything at all. I won't talk to you.
I'll solve the space station's problems. So, I really...
Oh, that. You've got pretty good contacts if you know that already. If you want to solve the problem, go check out the store.
There's so many people. This seems to be the place.
Hey, guess what I got my hands on? Where on the street is, it says 10 carats of ingenuity, 1 ton of practice, 30 particles of starquake, and a few drops. Let's give it a shot, shall we? We need to add some other good stuff. And now we mix them together. Yikes. Take a look.
Ron Mei likes to listen to the space station. Some of us younger researchers are her super fans.
No idea. I just look so...
As expected.
I heard Madame Ronmei is very picky when it comes to...
I don't know about her, but I love fermented herring. So,
Did I ask about your favorites? Also...
Molten cheese tart is the best. It's out. What's our slogan again? 1. Stop complaining. Shade 2. Energize yourself. Increase your
Our creed, molten cheese. Oh, praise be! You don't know? Molten cheese tart is... Oh, let me tell you something, Mr. Screw. Since you're so interested, you need to plaster hearts wherever Madame Ron Mei has been. If you're sincere enough, the...
So, is the little life form...
I am humbled to meet the molten cheese tart. What are you frozen in place for? Oh, you don't understand the honorable...
Wakaka! I'm a genius among genius. That was way too...
Oh, molten cheese tart said... Molten cheese tart says... Molten cheese tart says, Madame Ronmei still has not recognized me as a life form that passes... There's a kind of attachment reserved for the creator. Hey, you! Yes, you! Don't you have anything you want to say to Molten?
You heartless dessert! I almost forgot.
You! Shh. Oh, the honorable molten cheese tart may have a crispy extent. It's working so hard just to get... You see, the honorable molten cheese tart has always been fighting against... They both hope to receive Madame Ronmei's... You need to call it the honorable... it's genuinely puzzling. Despite... love from the creator to her creation? I don't know. Expecting me to understand. Remember, as long as love is your compass, you're on... That depends. Oh? The...
you're here. Herta called Skrullum and I to the space station to discuss some important topics. She also sent an invite to Steven, and now, I wish for you to attend. I don't want Herta to worry herself over these frivolous matters. Just in case, I want someone who will be on my side. Help me. It'll be easy. Just remember, my... All right, let's go.
Hi, Ron May. I've been waiting for you. Oh, you're here too? Looks like you two have become quite friendly.
It's good to see you, madam. Affirmation. This reunion.
Though you weren't invited, I welcome you to remember this historical moment. How long has it been since 3 geniuses were in the same room together? And
Affirmative. Discounting our discussions on the simulated universe, our interactions are scarce. I look forward to the innovative.
let me get straight to the point. I think it's time to find another partner for the simulated universe.
You wish to kick Steven out?
No, of course not. Steven doesn't want to get involved and voted to abstain. Oh, whatever. Look, I respect the way people want to live, but
Question. Are we introducing a 5th part?
yes, a 5th. The reason for our gathering is clear to everyone present. What else could... No one can refuse the secret of the eons. Not even Xandar. Will death...
What if the responder is Polka Kakamond?
That'd be great! Hey, Lord of Silence, are you listening? I'm member number 80...
It's unlikely we'll hear from Polka. Probability, member number 64.
That's a hard pass. Given Dr. Primitive's shady research practices and his tussle with the Galaxy Rangers, what about you, Chingtu? Are you still in touch with her, Ron Mei?
Can we ask her to leave if we are to discuss this topic? The process will be long and boring.
Of course. You brought her in.
All right. Let me walk you out.
And what the heck is this?
Seems like a programming error.
Oh, this fragment of Ron Mei. Have you seen it in this?
The simulated universe is my home. I'm speaking nonsense.
It's probably in...
Fine. I'm used to turning a blind eye to these things. It makes life easier.
I probably will.
All right, I agree. As long as it helps you...
Come along. I'll see you out. It appears I was overthinking things. Impulsive behavior is pretty characteristic of her after all. Thankfully, it was just a minor scare. Still, I see that you've recovered the life form in the master control zone. No, you misunderstand. While Herta is tied up in meetings, there's some things that I must tell you now. The retrieval of my life forms isn't complete yet. There's more than just one, and Herta uses that place to welcome visitors from across the stars. And now my headache. She gave me permission and said, I'm giving you my access card. Give me your hand, and I'll stay vigilant, assistant. Should you come across a threat, remember, there's a giant incubator in the middle of the zone. Once you're back, come find me on the railway.
What would a sealed zone look like?
Buzz.
What's up with this unit?
Buzz. Madam Herta, open zone. But high risk zone. Buzz. Service permission status. Madam Ron Mei. Class 1, clearance. Many esteemed guests. But storage for Madam Herta's Madam Ron Mei's cultivate. Welcome. Buzz. Visitor. Fry leftover rice. Buzz. Fry leftover. Welcome. Visitor. Madam, alien species. That is all.
Shift the balance. Yeah!
The kindling for the phase flame is fascinating. Unfortunately, before the research could begin, the growth status of the two samples this time is promising. An incorporated person, they simultaneously possess two sets of emotional traits. They are, interestingly, they also possess a kind of inclination, a yearning for their creator.
Huh? What's that sound out there? This is just a different. Too much negative energy. Why am I a failure? I need to find a place for this little one. That sound?
Don't mess with me. Yeah! Practice is over. Swords descend! Blade and flight! Time for a shot.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
I can breathe easy again. I'll free you from your chains. Come on, I want to try something else. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. You won't get away. I'll end your misery. Who's next? Victory by the blade. Shift the balance.
The final days that member number 23 at Cha spent in the mechanical city. I'm now certain that the outcome of life can exist in thousands of different forms. These life forms are very advanced in their own concepts. I'm starting to feel lost. Perhaps the question, what is the essence of life? You're here too? Seems like this is the other end of that one-way path. I never imagined there'd be so many of them.
Are you telling me to keep going?
Life is countless and varied in form. I firmly believe in that. Its beauty is like a myriad of flowers. The patterns of all things always have complicated and enchanting exteriors. Ever since I was a child, I have always delighted in observing aspects of microscopic creatures. So I wish to discover the true essence of life. Something that... To avoid blind faith in science, I thought of one life form that would truly lie beyond my...
Sounds stay here. Did something just open?
Room. Buzz. Only Madame Ron Mei has permissions. Permissions granted. Select from the below services. 1. Check historical incubation record. This function has been...
Is this?
I thought of one life form that would truly lie beyond my reach. And that is... I cannot comprehend. Scholars view them as the executors of the Eon's power. So at first, I tried to create a genius. I failed. However, erudition isn't the only path in the universe. If we set luck, of course there would Daisy Ronda. I was able to see the beginning and end of the swarm disaster through the simulated universe. It is a logical decision. I will certainly succeed. Will Herta and Screwlum like this experiment? Most likely. I must hurry my work.
Permission granted. Select from the below services. 1. Madame Ron Mei, alien species, man with plaster head, Buzz.
Seems like there's something new.
Permission granted.
That sound's coming from above. There's someone in the distance. Who is that?
Here, a genius move. And how will you counter it? Only an idiot would ask such a question. Just move this here. You look distressed. Something the matter? If that's the case, you better get thinking. Are you waiting for a sign? Time is ticking. Have you considered whether the answer to your question, if a question is of no help... Never mind. Allow me to clarify something. I know my goals are roughly aligned with yours. Since that's all you need to know, just... Because I can't bear to see idiots. The real Ron Mei's creation is hidden in the Go. Take the elevator and bear...
Space station has an area this big? Propagation clone? How can that be?
Great. Time for swordplay. Strike apart. Naughty child. That's better. Thanks. I'll never annihilate. What a headache. Who's next? Bladed flash! I need to be brief.
Eliminating threat.
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Stay back, Clara.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks. Strike the park. I'll end your misery. I want to protect everyone. Help me, Mr. Star.
Mission command.
Practice is over. Swords descend.
Nap time.
Who's next? How many can you block? Bladed flight.
Stay back, Clara.
Don't mess with me.
Eliminating front.
Strike the park.
Time for a shot.
Thing, I want to protect everyone. Help me, Mr. Star. What a headache. I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Mission command.
It'll destroy the space station.
I'm okay. Time for swordplay.
Are you all right?
I'm okay.
Are you all right?
I'm okay. I'll end your misery.
Hide.
I want to protect everyone. Tell me, Mr. Sora.
Naughty child. Nap time.
Mission command.
I can still.
Mission command.
Practice is over. Swords descend.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
I can breathe easy again.
Annihilate.
How many can you block? Strike the park.
Stay back, Clara.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora.
Mission command.
for a shot.
Think.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
I need to be brief.
Hide.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora.
Naughty child. Nap time.
Are you all right?
I'm okay.
Target threat annihilated.
The creature was unable to sustain its own existence and vanished as if it had never been born. The threat is over. Time to get going.
Is it over? I need to get some answers out of Jauan Mei.
The meeting of geniuses is over. As for the future of the simulated universe, that conclusion isn't important. You look upset, correct? I regret my actions. There's no defending what I've done. Time and again, I made a clone, but it doesn't hold a candle to the Emanator. How should I have explained it to you? I'm not good at restrained by time and place. Its code of life could only be considered an incomplete attempt. I managed to replicate the moment it was born. Like every living being, it inevitably faced its demise as it... However, even the briefest life should have meaning. I want to know the limits of its capacity. And it was a minuscule step. Just... I did say that if a danger proved too great for you, I would personally step in to confront it. I must admit, I'm not fond of scenarios where everything aligns perfectly with my expectations. That's where the joy lies. Even the most predictable storylines can have their pleasant surprises. I have to admit that these little ones born in the process sometimes move me. I see a human-like response in them. It is a concept. Emotions may be either positive or negative. However, the love rooted in the depths of their heart is eternal, and they're still a long way from becoming geniuses. That being said, can even geniuses tell the difference? Do you believe my actions were wrong? There's no need to tell me your answer. I just felt like asking, do I seem irresponsible? I'm sorry. The effects of the anti-truth serum will also wear off. If others mention me to you in the future, you can answer. After all, your memory of me will... Over time, hidden truths tend to surface. If I do not want a secret revealed, The most foolproof way is to destroy it. The anti-truth. It won't take effect immediately. It is a slow, intangible process. Perhaps you'll remember someone performed selfish experiments on the space station, but you will no longer remember their identity. That way, the connection between life forms will be erased. It will make our lives... I believe you. Screwlum will stay on the space station for a while longer. He and her... Do you still remember the no man's land I mentioned? I miss member number 55 reaching to sometimes. I hope I won't meet member number 4 Polka Kakamond. Who knows when the next gathering of geniuses will be? I promise that if fate allows and you're interested, upon our next meeting, we could journey to though I suppose it wouldn't be no man's land anymore.